So, the anti-lockdown protest, the Million March. This is a review of the review by the Sun newspaper. Now, they title it Thugs Throw Bottles in Violent Clashes at Lockdown Protests. So straight away, they're putting into your head that these people here are thugs and that they are violent, okay? So what we'll do is we'll analyse this footage and I will show you some of these so-called thugs, okay? So first of all, I'd like you to focus on the person who comes into the screen now, blue jacket, can of drink, gets pushed, goes back, gets pushed again. Now that's classic sort of staged event in that he goes right to the police there, gets pushed, but then decides to go back again to get pushed, okay? You wouldn't do that as a normal person, okay? You wouldn't do that. So that's one red flag. Now, what we're going to do is look for the person that we recognise now. Also look at the sort of older man there as well, which is great for the cameras, you know. Look at this poor man around all these thugs. Now, the first person we're going to see is now on the right-hand side with the shades. You see that? Dark hair with the shades filming. He's called Subject Access. He has his own channel on YouTube. He's been filming these events for a while now. And one red flag about him is that he films confirmed actors, okay? So he will film them. And for all we know, what we're watching is not actually real. It could be part of an act, okay? Now, let's prove that he does actually film actors. Before we do, I want you to look at his mannerisms. Does he look like he's anxious, stressed out, distraught? Or does he look like he's having a laugh, that he thinks it's funny? I would personally say that if I was in this position and I was concerned for my safety, I wouldn't be laughing and smiling like he is. So again, another red flag. All right. So there he is, tall guy with the shades. Now let's see proof that he films actors. Okay, so on the right we have that Subject Access, the one who was wearing the shades. And then we have this guy here on the left called Pavlov, who's a confirmed actor. He admits it himself. And if you don't believe that, then here's some proof for you. Acting agency listing here. Same again, listing here. So that's two examples of proof that he's an actor, as well as him actually saying that he was an actor. Okay, so not only does he film actors, Suspect Access, he is also friends with this actor. So how do we know that anything that they film together is real? We don't. We have no clue, because he could get hired by any company when they see him on here and they could say, right, we want you to be a protester. We want you to be a bottle-throwing thug, okay? And we wouldn't know, because they signed non-disclosure agreements, so they wouldn't tell you either way. They wouldn't let you know, okay? Now look at him here. Look at the guy on the left as well, because you might see him later on, okay? So it's all about who these people connected to. So he's connected to Subject Access, and he's connected to this guy here on the left as well, who's on his knees, all right? Now, not only does that Pavlov have history as being an actor, he also has what appears to be bodyguards. So as you can see here on the left, he's hiding behind these two what seem to be bodyguards, okay? And there's another instance of him hiding behind the bodyguard. So Subject Access is filming actors who have bodyguards. Now you tell me that that doesn't sound dodgy as hell to you, okay? Okay, so the next two to look at are here in the bottom corner. So the guy with glasses on his head filming, and the guy with a hoodie filming as well. So they're both connected to each other. They both know each other. They're both Tommy Robinson supporters, and they both have their own YouTube channels. They both film these events, and they both know Subject Access, okay? So all of these people are connected, and what I would say is that these lot are what appeared to be far right, okay, and now they seem to have infiltrated the anti-lockdown movement as well, okay? So who is this guy with the hoodie? Well, let's find out. Okay, so the guy with the hoodie on the right, based Welshman is what he likes to call himself. And on this event here, he's literally telling this policeman to go F himself twice at the top of his voice. Okay, so what he's doing there is classic agent provocateur stuff, where you're basically undercover police and you are inciting the crowd so that they then get in trouble and get, you know, taken away, etc. So here is based Welshman again. On the right hand side is where he supposedly got arrested at Speaker's Corner a few months ago. It looked very staged for the simple fact that the police were just stood there not doing anything, and he was able to talk to the media and let them know how tight his handcuffs were. So that looked very dodgy. Also, look on the left hand side, 26th of September, Trafalgar Square. He is there when there were those police scuffles as well, the so-called violence, and he is amongst them all. So sooner or later, once you get connected to these people and you're with them, you've got to start believing that you're part of them as well. So he's there with all the so-called actors on the left-hand side. He's there with a very dubious arrest. And also, he gets away with shouting and swearing at the police at the top of his voice. Now, you would only really be allowed to do that if you were actually on the same side. And as you can see on this photo, he's wearing navy blue, which is the same colour as police as well. Now, another person who is at that protest filming and who knows subject access is this man here, who was or is an Enfield councillor suspended over racist remarks. So he's a politician and he got suspended for making racist remarks. Okay, so that fits in. Oh, and look, there he is as well. There he is. Oh, and look, he's with that Pavlov guy. And who does that Pavlov guy know? Oh yeah, subject access. So they both happen to know subject access as well. Okay, it's just really funny. All these connections are just hilarious to me. Okay, so in summary, what we've got is we've got filmers who have filmed actors. We've got filmers who are basically getting away with swearing and shouting at police, agent provocateurs. We've got conservative politicians who are filming, who get kicked out of their party because they made racist remarks. So really, all these people that are filming are really, really terrible character witnesses for anything, and they shouldn't be trusted to record anything. And anything that they film, you have to be very, very suspicious about, for the simple fact that they have been known to either film actors or act in things themselves. Okay, it's really as simple as that. So in summary, they say here, thugs throw bottles in violent clashes. Well, I've shown you that the people who are actually filming this, you cannot be trusting them as character witnesses. You cannot trust them to record history because they film actors. And for all we know, all these people that we're seeing are actors, because you can actually hire hundreds of them at a time to pretend to be protesters, to pretend to be rioters, to pretend to be police, to pretend to be journalists. So everything they can hire for the day. Simple as that. So like I said, the people who are filming this are not good character witnesses. I would not trust them to record history accurately. I think they have an agenda. I've proved to you that some of them have got very dodgy agendas and actually dividing the country. Okay, so literally I do not trust these people to film or record anything accurately whatsoever. Okay, so anyone who didn't know about these characters that are filming, hopefully that's helped you. And we're going to do some more reviews of the protests as well, a bit later on. Take care for now. Peace.